You know, this whole thing with the war between the US, Iran, and Israel is that I've heard that the gas prices are going to go up by next week. So, a lot of people are actually wishing to have a 4 day weekday or 4 day workday. Gas prices are going to be so expensive that a lot of people won't be able to go to work. I do hope everything goes well for everyone because honestly, if you ask me, I'm already walking to work, or I'm already used to walking to work. My wife is also walking to work because her place of work is much nearer to our house. And we don't have a problem with our son because like my dad actually picks him up for school. This is just me. This is just our family. That's how we deal with things on a daily basis. So gas prices being expensive isn't much of a problem for us. But the 4 day work week sounds like a good idea, honestly. But for the bigger picture, I do hope this war ends soon because the last thing we want to experience in my generation is like World War III. Like, why can't anybody just get along? You know? Hey, so we're gonna make some fish cake soup for breakfast for my son. I don't know what this is called, but I think fish broth or something, powder. So, what's the measuring spoon? Hold on. 1.5 tablespoon of this stuff. So I'm just gonna let the broth boil for a bit before I put in the fish cakes and cook it for like, I don't know, like 3 minutes. That should be good. Here we go. 3 minutes. Chef's kiss. So I mentioned earlier that the rising gas prices doesn't affect me and my family, and then I realized that I need to correct myself on that one. What I meant is the rising costs of gas prices does not directly affect me and my family in terms of transportation. Of course, the war with Iran, Israel, and the USA is gonna affect a lot of people and also the economy in terms of food, I think, and also, like shipments from around the world. But we haven't noticed yet, I think, in the Philippines, but I do know that the gas prices are the ones being affected right now. So, but then again, hopefully everything still goes well in the end and everything will be back to normal. I hope so. So here I am riding my bike for the first time, going towards work. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are also still scared when riding their bikes to work because of how the traffic behaves here in the country. Because honestly, regardless on how careful you are practicing defensive driving while on a bike, I still notice some people still don't respect you. They still wanna, like hog the lanes and stuff. So we just have to be careful. I know it's scary at first for those first time bikers out there, but don't let that fact discourage you from riding your bike one day.
I think it went well. I think, but probably a few more tries, and then I get the hang of things.
All right, so another shift done. It's actually my last shift for the work week, so I'm a bit excited to go home. That, and also I get to ride my bike again. The ride home was a bit more quiet compared to the night before because it's already 5 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday and the streets aren't busy at that time. So the ride's a bit more chill. The bike lane is also more well structured going home, so that's a nice bonus for me in some parts. My wife did ask if I would ride my bike again. I said yes, but I really have to choose the dates or the days of the week that I should ride my bike because every shift I need to go home on the dot because I need to take care of my son before school. So I'm planning on riding my bike on nights that I know my wife doesn't have work the next morning so she can take care of our son while I have, like free time to ride my bike. Because obviously, riding a bike will take more time compared to riding an angkas going home. During the conversation with my wife, I also did mention that I really need to save money to buy a bigger frame bike because I'm pretty sure you guys already know that I have some previous problems with this current one having a small frame. And judging from my experience riding my bike towards work and from work, I really need a bigger bike. So, I guess I should be riding this one until I get a bigger bike. That's perfect for my size. And I guess that's the goal for now. But at least I can definitely say that riding my bike towards work and from work is a new experience for me in a real life scenario. And it was scary at first, but I got through it. I still survived. And I'm planning on doing it again for the next few days to save up some money.